game where if you're so far away from the circle or if you know there's a lot of traffic in front of you, you're actually better off gatekeeping and kind of going for kills rather than some kind of position in a circle. I don't know if it's gonna work out for Blacklist, but I get the idea behind it.
Are they actually able to push it over? We said them being down to a 3-man team could make this a lot harder, and it seems like they are indeed struggling versus the Xavier. They're just holding on the angle so far around what you call the black hole of Sanhok Imperium, and they got some good little oversights, especially with where Frankie currently is. I would even say it's a super position. All you One Piece fans out there, hope you got that one. Now moving forward, this is a circle that's great for A1. Really happy, Chappy, that about the fact that they did move away from Paradise, but now there's a lot of attention coming their way. Can A1 actually defend that spot now in the future? That's what we're hoping to see soon.
Well, I have a feeling that we're going to lose 3 or 4 teams. Even
for sure.
The time
even more.
Even by the time anybody actually pushes in onto A1's compound, we have 14 teams, 48 players. BTR looking at rejects. Luxy, he gets the first knock onto Lapis. Good start for BTR.
Sluxy. It's like the mix. Zuxy and Luxy in one is the duo. That's the name. That's what we're going to go for. It's like when you shit people, you mix the name. That's going to be the same for Zuxy and Luxy. It's Luxy. We go. It's meta now. Anyways, pushing on forward, you're also going to have Blacklist International. They're aware. They hear the gunshots. They're like, we don't want to get involved with this whatsoever. We're going to wrap around over to the eastern edge and maybe be the next team to gatekeep BTR or reject whatever team actually come out on top of this fight. Lap is going to be taken down, sees the smoke, and actually able to follow that spray. So well done. But at the end, he does get retaliated upon by Duello. Now they're going to go for the engage. Sarah going to be the one on the forefront for reject, but BTR still got 3 players currently alive, but 2 players are extremely far behind. BTR are not in a position to really defend themselves versus that push of reject.
Yeah, I get Ryzen staying in that compound, a little bit of an anchor point on the edge of the circle, but why was Liquid so slow to join up as Sarah gets knocked? Great pick for Reject. They're turning it around. Duello, Divine looking to be joining up as well. Liquid is backing out of there, and again, the late decision-making of Liquid to join up has put BTR in a position where they are down to 2 players. Yes, they have the edge of the circle, but just slightly poor timing.
Yeah, very unfortunate run of event for them. They just gave themselves up 1 by 1, and now the high ground is going back in favor of reject, so BTR is going to be careful how they play that one, but at least they are having the fight come their way, so they're somewhat dictating the pacing of this fight. As Liquid, from the shack, goes for the spray. It's really hard to move away from, and the Blues are about to engulf him. He actually gets the knockdown onto Sarah. Beautiful. They're going for the duello shot too. That would be a double. That would be huge if they can actually connect it. And now he's into the blue zone. Did he get the heal in time? I think he will be fine. But yeah, Reject got completely overwhelmed by both Ryzen and Liquid, and now the nades will be coming on through to try and close the gap even further. Divine will be pushing inside. Extremely low HP, 1 bullet, and you're done so, mate. And he's going to be in the exact same building as Ryzen, as he's got the heal. He's up to 75% health, but Divine has yet to go for his own personal heal.
Really great turnaround from BTR, but Reject maybe shouldn't have lost a player in that situation.
Okay.
As I8, unfortunately, are going to go down at the hands of Yala, and a little bit of Valdez coming through as well. 12 teams left as the next circle does shift up on towards the northeast. The circles in the last game were very good, but in this game, they have not been kind to these teams at all, Max.
I mean, DS Gaming from South Korea, they are looking absolutely golden on this game. Let's see if they can try and defend their compound. There is going to be DRS from the PAL trying to push up north, so we'll see how that fight goes on later on down the line. Though Divine still looking for the information, maybe trying to get a little bit more intel below this building. But Liquid, he's down below. I see him right there with the M249. And that's an easy weapon for a 1v2. That should be a really easy one, especially when they are so low HP. Just 1 or 2 shots and you are done. He's able to get it underneath the building. Liquid, opportunistic as hell. And he goes for the double with the M249. And he starts moving right into the game. Eyes on the prize. And Liquid clears out Reject and stays alive for the team.
Oh my god, that was beautiful from Liquid. So good. The eyes on the prize indeed, but can he deal with the blue zone? As Myth, Navi, lots of time in front of them, as Kitsune is going to help get that one on board. 3 kills for Navi, as Kitsune is the last player standing, but he goes down at the hands of Legend.
Yeah, Liquid got picked up by the blue zone, and that's going to be Yala. Man, so opportunistic actually on the southern side. They were clearing so many teams. They got rid of I8, and now that all the teams basically took care of each other on the west and also on the south, Yala just like, only team that's really a threat to their position, I would say, would be A1. They are the closest, but Yala's going to be careful. There's a few dips, ups and downs, and A1 currently have a little bit of a high ground position, but Sinister cannot even make the most out of that high ground. He gets instantly put down on his knees. Jack's trying his best to extract himself potentially of that fight, but there's no way. Ida is going to go far and wide to overcome that hurdle of A1 Esports, and I think that we might just be looking at the undoing of the Bangladesh team of A1 Esports, as Jax is just trying to hold strong as much as possible, but this is a hard escape for them.
Don't go for the revive. You haven't got the time. 13 seconds left on the clock as Loka's going to get knocked down. The second they made noise towards A1, they alerted the attention of both DS and Valdez, the murder, as they have controlled that eastern side like it is their own child outside of Paradise Resort. Really good. Yala on 8 kills, Valdez are on 4.
DRS very lucky. The fact that the circle is still on their side of the road, they can delay their rotation as much as possible and leave DS Gaming do a lot of the heavy lifting. They're going to clear as many teams as possible or they will go down. And this is DRS somewhat confirming bare minimum a 3rd position purely by remaining on the northern side of the circle. That's all you have to do. Top 3 minimum, just stay there. Though A1 currently still trying their best to survive it. That's going to be 1 player confirmed, and the second also will be fallen down as they get eliminated in 6. And now down to our top 5 on this very first Sanok game of the World Invitational, as GE's trying to move out. 1 bullet, that's all they need, able to make it to the rock, and that's the safe option, but he's not yet in the circle, Imperium.
Yeah, but I worry about DRS because they have Valdez to one side, they have DS down south. Unless Yala punish DS, I can't see DRS making a pass the top 3, but let's see what happens as the circle has centered up. Nobody is inside this phase 7.
That's actually a great play from Valdez. They actually just put himself a 2-2 split. Oh, sorry, 1-1 split. GUI onto the northern side, 6 onto the south. So they got so many options. They can pick whatever position they want to play from as a 1-man and just hopefully have things work out their way indeed. Though, I'm surprised. DS Gaming were not defending the south too heavily, but now they actually pull the players onto the southern side to take that fight versus Yala. That's 1 great nade onto Loka, and now it's only going to be Ida trying his best to go for the heal, but he's in his sight of Sporter as he takes him down, and DS Gaming get himself a total of 7 kills. The South Korean team here are absolutely popping off on the Sanok game, Imperium.
Yes, great control down on the south. Now they can focus on the north. 6 is knocked down. So that does leave, unfortunately, GUI left on his own. The former Power AAA player found his feet inside Valdez. Let's see if he can work wonders with DRS. They could be distracting DS Gaming at the right time, which could allow GUI to slip in on the underside. But with no cover, he is going to be open season for the pickings.
Hunting season right now. We're hunting down players off DRS. Satan trying to close that gap. I feel Ninja being knocked down actually makes it a little bit easier for the other team to go for the push. But he's spotted away. AJ gets the knock. Satan's going to be out of this game almost instantaneously. Yeah, ZZP still up and ready to go, but he has to push over. And this circle literally ends right on top of the road, but there's a little bit more free real estate Imperium in favor of DRS. And Nima currently has that tree in his favor.
Oh my God!
Traded back and forth. Is it going to be connecting? The nade is so close. But it's going to be exploding a little bit further away. Sport is looking safe. But this is an insane 1v1 finish as the molly was right behind him, and Nima is still able to hold on strong. Sporter to go far and wide in that 1v1 situation. We've got to go for the spray with UMP. Sporter should not be allowed to win this game. Nemo, you have to go for the spray right here, right now. 1 more bullet is all you need, and he gets it done, Imperium, as we do have our very first Nepali winner chicken dinner going over to none other than DRS Gaming.
That man